within like the first or second date, he said something about it.
I think I got pretty serious with her pretty quick. I don't know, I think I was ready. And I just wanted to be forthright.
And he told me how it affected him. He told me like that his ankles were weaker, so he needed more supportive shoes, like he wore high tops, and his pucker was uneven.
I found out as a teenager, when I was 15, I was on the swim team, and for the life of me, I could not do the butterfly stroke. So I was brought to some doctors who thought I had a pinched nerve, and they even wrote an article about me, and it was the wrong diagnosis. And then a county neurologist who'd seen a lot of things from across the room, recognized what I had and diagnosed me.
Harry started complaining about weakness in his legs. At that point, we had him tested, knowing that a test was probably going to have to happen anyway.
I definitely think I'm a more understanding, compassionate person. I mean, I remember the day when my mom told me, and she's like, Harry has this thing with his muscles, and I remember I was really sad and I started crying, and my brother just looked at me and he starts poking me. He goes, "Babe, I'm fine."
It's an intrinsic disease of muscle. And what seems to happen is muscles are good initially, and then they weaken over time. It's almost as if the muscle can't repair itself very well, or after a certain number of divisions, it starts declining. And it's also variable in presentation, whereas a lot of the dystrophies can be very, very similar in appearance. Someone with the same genetic background can have wildly different manifestations of the same disease. You can have a very, very subtle facial weakness and be in your 70s and pass along a disease that results in somebody not being able to, walk. I don't have involvement in terms of hearing loss, which some people have. I don't have retinal telangiectasias and vision loss like some people have. I don't have involvement in respiratory muscles and accessory muscles of breathing, which some people have, which is a big concern.
It doesn't matter what you are born with that affects your physical abilities. It matters what you decide to do, what you decide to learn. When they might be noticing something different in me, or when I've developed a close relationship, like I told my girlfriend that I had dystrophy. Yeah.
You have to acknowledge a lot of hard work that's already been done. This particular organization, Friends of FSH, has done it in organizational stuff, in terms of creating a community of researchers, creating that network of researchers, getting to a point where they have a better understanding of the molecular mechanism of what's going on, and then developing an animal model, and then coming up with potential treatment programs based on what they see in the animal model. I mean, there's now a model that beautifully captures a lot of FSH where they can arrest disease progression. And that's amazing. That's better than I would have dreamt possible. And I think the implications for this research is not just going to help FSH, it's going to help a variety of diseases unrelated to muscular dystrophy. So I'm very excited about future prospects.